blind and deaf and the mentally retarded kids. They would bus them to the forum and we'd do the show for them. And they just loved it. The only complainers in the group would be the deaf people.
Yeah.
And they complained because we were too loud and they couldn't tell the vibrations, you know. Because a lot of times they could tell what we were doing by vibrations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that was always highlighting. And we'd go out. I would take the group out to like Goodwill and places like that. And anytime we did something like the spring dance and the Halloween party or go out to these places, I always tell the singers who had never done them, I said, you're probably going to cry. I said, it'll get to you at one point. I said, just go ahead, get it over with, and then go on with your music. And it always happened because it was sad to see some of these kids, couldn't talk or anything. But they loved us, and we, because we did that for them, And when we finally sold the forum and went on the road and came back home to play, we played in several clubs when we would come back in town. One of the stipulations was at one point we'd want to bring in the handicap to do a show for them. Or a fundraiser. But other than the regular nights on Saturday and Sunday, which were normally always fun and exciting, the fundraisers and the shows for the handicap were highlights.
Yeah, those definitely sound like they'd be a good time for sure.
Yeah, we did. And we did a couple big shows like 50th anniversary, our homecoming, our 50th homecoming for UD. We went out there and did that, and we did our 50th show. And also we did the 50th the sesquicentennial or bicentennial was it in 1976.
That'd be the bicentennial.
Yeah. They had it out at Wright Field, Wright Patterson, on the field where the museum is. And they had the Boy Scout Jamboree. They wanted us to play for that. And they had the 6 flatbed trucks down there as a stage at the bottom of the acceleration runway. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And all the Boy Scouts were on the acceleration runway sitting down. And then the place in Fairborn, I can't remember the name of it, but they gave us motorcycles to drive to the stage. So we went up the side of the acceleration runway and rode back down through the center to the stage to do our show. And the Scouts loved that. And that was fun. Those things like that. I keep remembering different things.
Yeah.
But those were nice, and they were here in Dayton. And they were both those two things were both while we had the forum open.
Yeah, that's those are all the questions I have. Do you have anything else you want to discuss, talk about?
We did talking about the Hopple Street accident a while ago. We decided we were going to put together a play-like thing with them. And we decided we would do a rock version of The Wizard of Oz that lasted 45 minutes, I think. Half hour to 45 minutes, I can't remember. And we did a few of the songs from The Wizard of Oz, the original. And some of the songs were written by Harry Ursher, who just passed away, and Billy Albert, who was the drummer. Original songs. And it was a rock version of The Wizard of Oz. And it packed the house every time we did it. But we thought Harry wanted to take it to Atlanta to do a showcase on it. What a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what a showcase is for bands?
Yeah.
And some of the best bands, club bands in the country go to these showcases, and they play the latest stuff. And here we get up there. Oh, the way we just look silly.
Yeah, it just didn't work out.
Oh no, they thought people looking at us, what the?
Yeah.
And probably the worst part about it was they had a B3 organ, which I was really glad of because that's what we used at the Forum. And I get up there to play. The organist did not tell us that he had detuned his B3. You can open the back of the B3. You got all these wires, but you got to do them all.
Yeah.
There's a whole bank of them you have to change. And he had detuned it half a step. I can't remember whether it was up or down, but I started to play that overture with the rest of the band. That was the most awful sound you ever heard. Never could find out where I was going on it. So I dropped out totally and didn't. I went back and got my Tin Man outfit on and came out. It was such a flop.
Yeah.
And we felt so bad. We got in the cars and drove off. And one of the guys in the band threw all the costumes out the window on the way back.
But hey, you still got paid though, right? You still got paid though, right? Did you get paid?
Oh no, not for showcases.
Not for that?
You don't get paid for showcases.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Oh yeah. We did a showcase when we were in D.C. or in Springfield, Virginia at the Hilton. And we had to drive all the way to Cincinnati on Sunday or Saturday night with our equipment. And of course, drive back to play again on Monday in Springfield. And that was another flop.
Yeah.
Big Red. I took Big Red and they looked, who the hell is she?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all these rock bands and Sophie Tucker.
Yeah.
Old style. Didn't work. We had 2 or 3 things like that. We had a manager who put us in the wrong places a couple times. Put us down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. One time at a place called Runway 5.
Mm-hmm.
It was right by the airport. Big place. And we opened on Beer Blast night for Bowling Green University.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Red doesn't fit Beer Blast,
Yeah.
And And we had these Bose speakers that sounded good in most places we went, except that the dance floor, with all these lights, and they had 6 of the same Bose around the dance floor. Boom, 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 real nice sound. And we had 2 of them. and it just, he came in one night, the manager, and I went over on break and I said, "What are we doing here?" And he said, "Well, I had to fill a spot." I said, "I think we should rather have stayed at home because this is wrong.
Yeah.
These college kids don't understand us at all. They'd rather listen to the dance music, DJ music." Things were bad with that guy,
Yeah.
that Booker.
Got to have the right manager. It's definitely a key. It's definitely a key to have a good manager.
Oh yeah, I fired him.
Yeah, well, understandably.
Right after
at
that
point.
Yeah, he booked us in Tampa, Florida, and they 1 week before we were supposed to be opening down there, they canceled us and went to DJs, and we had our itinerary out in our mailing list. We always sent out a 6-month itinerary, and people from Dayton area were going down there for vacation, and some of them went.
Yeah.
Didn't know we were not going. That was one of the reasons why I fired him. And I got out of the union too. They didn't help me. I said, "Why don't you, take care of this? Collect our money. We have to find a place to work." They never did it. So, I think that's all.
Yeah.
I got off on another tangent.
It's all good. Tangents are a good thing. Let's fill up time. Yeah, those are all the questions I have. Just want to thank you for coming in and sitting down for all this. It's been a pleasure meeting and talking to you and everything.
Now those pictures I brought in, all those pictures and everything, there are no names on them. So at one point, I'd like to come in and go over all the stuff I've given you.
Yeah, I can shoot you either